Clime-It brothers. Take a seat on the lovely comfy sofa. We have Kel from K Experience. We have Maryam. Where's Maryam? She's done her honour. Maryam, she's coming. And Nathan. Where's Nathan? Is there room on the stool? Alright. Right guys, get comfy. So we're going to start with Mo. Happy to be first? Yeah? So, Mo, you're a socially driven clothing brand that raises awareness about climate change to the younger generation in urban areas. What inspired you to start Clime-It Brothers?
So what Clime-It Brothers, it started from just a social enterprise aspect. So we used to go to youngsters that are finding it difficult in urban environments, and going towards drug dealing and gang behaviour. So I got a degree in theatre studies, and when I was learning theatre, it helped me to always think outside the box. So some of these practitioners, and one practitioner that I really got passionate about was Augusto Blau. So he's a Brazilian practitioner, and he goes around to indigenous areas and helps people with learning difficulties. So what it's all about is visual learning, role reversal, and I thought that you can use these methods to help youngsters in Camden. So that's where it started from. But the clothing range was, I wasn't even thinking about that, and it was just that obviously it's really hard for people that are involved in performing arts to get funding, and we tried to get funding. We got told we can't get no funding, so I took my personal initiative to start a clothing brand that's so 30% of all the clothing brand goes back into the workshop, so we're self-efficient rather than waiting on the government to give us money. So that's how it started.
As a kid growing up, you educated yourself with hip-hop books and cassettes. What is the most important thing music has taught you?
Just remember that cassette. I am that old as well. It taught me that, well, exactly why everybody's here really is to follow your dreams. That the stories in hip-hop music is obviously a lot of people who come from the streets, or they've come from nothing to something. So it was all about, if these guys can do it, then I can do it. That was pretty much exactly the thing I wanted to follow. It took a while, but obviously I wanted to gain knowledge through the music, and then I've just kind of gone off and up. I've never ever not done a project that hasn't involved music, ever.
You raise awareness with youngsters by organising workshops. Tell us a little bit about the workshops that you organise.
Great, so we've got 2 workshops at the moment. One of them is a creative writing workshop. So I used to do a lot of music back in the day, and there's a lot of negativity towards hip hop. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to flip that and turn it into a positive kind of messages. So we use the hip hop lingo with a 16 bar. For those that don't know, it's literally 16 sentences, but we break them down so they turn into affirmations. So the first 4 lyrics about where the person is now and being serious to themselves, and the next 4 is where they want to be, and the next 8 is just how they're going to get there. And it's an amazing journey to see that a youngster that we're working with start from one place, but through time end up near the end. So it's a powerful tool that we created. And the second workshop is applied theatre that I just spoke about, and really trying to help youngsters that ain't really positive. They ain't got a lot of. They ain't really good at reading and spelling. So we use a lot of
backgrounds
we use a lot of visual learning. So we do a lot of role plays on situations where they could get into in real life. So, and it gives them a little deja vu kind of feeling. So like, I've done this in a workshop, I know how to handle it, rather than
differently when that situation
because the sad reality is that most of these guys, it's through instinct. It's like through instinct, first time instinct. So they don't really know about how to handle situations. They always end up using knives and things like that. But it's done really well.
Why did you choose to become a music journalist?
Well, this is going to sound quite bad. I kind of fell into it. I began by doing, I actually used to be a trained dancer. I studied at university, like contemporary, so sort of like, not ballet, kind of like just Timberlake and Usher type stuff.
It's not related to hip hop. How did you?
Well, it was related to hip hop because I always used to use instrumentals, like Tupac instrumentals in my pieces and things like that. And then I kind of bounced from that to TV. So I did something on The Big Breakfast, I did something on the Ozone, something with the Mobos, I did a reality TV show when I was younger, and then finally I did something with MTV. But I lived in Devon, Cornwall, so that's actually where I'm from.
Okay.
And then it was kind of a dog-eat-dog world. I mean, it always is, but at that particular point, I couldn't financially support myself, so I moved back to Cornwall. And then I had to have a game plan. And one day, DJ Bookid was playing in a club in London somewhere, I can't remember where. And I'm a huge 50 fan and G-Unit fan, so I had to go. And I just bumped into somebody and was talking hip-hop. And it was 3 hours past, and they said, "Have you ever written before?" And they sent me a contact for Rewind magazine. They passed me on to another magazine, and that was 10 years ago, and I'm still with it.
What's your main focus right now?
The main focus is we've been trading for 8 months. It's been going really well. We're trading at 159 Collective. The Collective have been really supportive of the whole project. I came in here like last year with an idea, and now we're going on to our second winter range. And yeah, it's just really working on the winter range, and we've got a reconstructed website that's going to come up in 2 weeks, so it's just mainly just concentrating on that and just getting more youngsters involved. In September I got contracted to do workshops in people referral units, so that's just, if you got chucked out of like school youth, that's the last kind of chance. And I'm doing one of the schools is where I come from, so I came from that, so it's been amazing. It's amazing cycle of change. Exactly. And what's really upsetting is that from that school called Chalcott, that's where I went to, I'm the only person that went on to get a degree, and it doesn't really say much about the school, so I'm just trying to promote education and further education, so that's my main two focuses.
Very inspiring.
What key skills are important to do what you do?
Well, the most important thing is you have to like hip-hop, I guess, for your chosen journalistic field. You have to be interested in it, but also knowledge. Obviously you can't just walk into something and try and flag it, because your readers are going to know it and they're not going to buy into who you are. I think passion is the other one, which is what I said on my trailer park when, I don't know if everybody has seen it, but passion is the most important thing to me, I feel, for any chosen field really, because if you're not passionate about it, you're just one of these people who is working for an ends. You know, you're just going to keep doing it, and you're going to be hating yourself one day and go, man, I could have actually given this up ages ago. And I think that a lot of the people who sat next to me, a lot of people here, had that realization one day and just went, you know what, I need to take a risk. And so passion, I think, is very, very important.
Would you rather be remembered with hatred or forgotten altogether?
I'd rather be forgotten altogether, man, because hate only breeds hate.
Would you rather have 3 wishes in 10 years or 1 wish today?
1 wish today.
Would you rather visit the world 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future?
Maybe 100 years in the past.
Would you rather have Beyonce as your mother or David Beckham as your dad?
David Beckham as my dad, boy.
These are relevant questions, guys.
100% David Beckham.
Because then if Beyonce was your mum, there's no chance.
Always. Definitely. What are you looking at my mum for?
You know it's not going to happen, there's always that little possibility.
Trust me, guys asking if they can sleep over and that, right? Politics.
You want to win with David?
Yeah, trust me.
Perfect.
So what is your aim as a music journalist and lifestyle specialist?
To bring people together, to help them, to educate them. I think that with my site, it's good music, I'll feature it. What you'll find with a lot of publications, has a label paid them to do the interview, or stuck someone on the cover by paying for it, or someone's told them to do this. My inbox is full every day, and I go through it at the end of every single week, and I listen to every single song. I guarantee you every song. And if I like it, then I'll feature it. So I would say that.
Diktion. Yeah.